played today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
We're going to start.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Hey, let's get that home. Ready? Move. 55. Mike, 55.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Man, 80. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, Alpha.
Squeeze, double.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Hey, watch it. Motion. Mike 52. Too little, cut.
Nixon will try the right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back two, Mike back two. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike,
throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, check right. Watching the ball. Hey, watch the ball. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Waiting. Hey, Echo.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Defense, 180.
52's the mic. I got it.
What?
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the slant. Watch out.
They run with Murphy to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, we got to get to the ball.
And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ground. He hopped it high.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. First down, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Hey, I want to go load it.
52.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
We want it. Come to my lady. Check it out.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go one more. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Exit. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
And they are going for it. Darnold, he's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Right there in the middle, 55. Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let him know.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, team 6.
Come off the ball, hard. Hey, check right. Watching the grind. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Rip right, rip right. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Motion, motion, motion.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold brought in over the middle by Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Watch the motion. Lady, check that one, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Think you gonna get this, boy?
Hey, Haywood.
You think you gonna get this? Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Twist, twist.
Twist, twist.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
To throw is Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
We're going to sign.
Mike 52. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
52. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Mike 52, Mike 52. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We're talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you Try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Darnold going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, high 7.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
Bravo.
Darnold to throw again. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
380. Hey, Delta.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
45, Mike, 45.
Q. White, 89.
On 2nd down and 4. Rivers. And this is Shepard on the catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Stay there. Black 15.
That's good for a
Let's make these babies
Jacksonville.
cry.
1st and 10 at the
Let's make these babies
49-yard
cry on the way
line.
back home.
Hey, alert 3.
Done.
Mike, 45.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
White, got hot.
They'll go with Murphy here on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Murphy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's checking.
Hey, orbit.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Lady.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. It's a party now.
Let's go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
52, Mike 52. Roger. We got 4. We're ready. 52. 52's the mic. Carter. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, zoom.
52. You ain't got nothing. Mike 52. I'm coming.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Lady.
Mike 52. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Darnold from the gun. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 bud. got motion. Hey, Mike.
Red 80.
Mike 52.
Red 80.
Shoot. Motion.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Nixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Where's 50? And 82. 52's the light. And here we go. Watch the pass. 52's the mic.
Hey, Wahoo.
You better bring it. Mike 52. Silver.
Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start the drive with Murphy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
You must be dreaming. Tight ends on the Lucy. Hey. 4 down.
Red 80.
Six guys.
Red 80. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Grant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Get him, boys!
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
We're outside.
5, Mike, 5. Bro, you see that focus. Motion.
On 3rd down, Nixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 31, check 30.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it. Got his man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
55, 65, 65. Slam. Check 99, check 99.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They run for it with Mixon, and they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go!
55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check. Watch the ship. Hey.
Lady.
After the penalty, it's Mixon.
That's it, baby.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone.